All right. We are back with the All Circles podcast. We got LaCroix's on deck. Oh man! And if you guys heard that, we have a special guest. Her name is Tara Jade.
That would be correct. I'm just over here sipping my LaCroix.
What flavor are you rocking over there?
Peach.
Peach pear?
Peach pear is my
what?
The same one.
That is literally what I'm drinking.
Are you really?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Listen,
that's awesome.
Look at that.
The three of us.
I put it to the camera so they know I'm not lying. Actually, it's not.
We are the three best friends.
That is so crazy. It's become like my new favorite flavor of LaCroix.
I'm obsessed. Like I buy it like it's so funny. You guys are like, you cracked the can. I'm like, yo, I got one.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking. We were like, we made it kind of a thing. Actually, Carter's not big into the LaCroix world, but
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's just something about carbonation that doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, my wife is the same way. She hates LaCroix, and she tries them all the time, and she's like, nope. And I'm like, why do you, every time you think?
Yeah,
nothing's changed.
I have a tip for you. I have a tip for you and your wife, and for Carter. I also am not a big carbonation fan. But I love the crispness of just sparkling water. So here's the thing: crack open all of the cans. Leave them open in your fridge overnight. The carbonation goes away, but you still get the flavors, and it's like you're drinking flavored water. It's bomb.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to try that.
For me, I'm like when the carbonation is gone, I'm like, eh. So we met. Me and Tara met through TikTok. I think I saw your first video when it popped up, when it first popped up in my For You page, and I was in there early. And I wanted to show Carter real quick. So I know it might be cringe if you hear yourself, but I just wanted to play that first one.
Thing.
You're currently sitting at 763,000 or 763.7K views for this one.
First video, that's insane.
Yeah,
wow.
that's pretty impressive. So we're gonna roll that.
So I just make a TikTok and say, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Welcome to the shit show.
It's like the perfect.
That's the perfect TikTok.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's so funny because you say that. And I literally had that video right there. I had just gotten done bawling my eyes out. I was bawling. Like I was like, what am I gonna do with my life? And I don't know. Like I'm bawling, and I was so upset, and I was so because the place that I got let go from, they refused to tell me why they were letting me go.
That's the worst.
It was and I was just like, I was in this like weird, like it's like when somebody breaks up with you, and they're like, sorry, we're not going to work, but why? Tell me what I did wrong. No, you get no closure. So I was just in this really like weird place, and so I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to become a TikTok star. There's no book going up. I've hit rock bottom. I might as well try TikTok. Let's just go for it. And I like never like bared my soul or like something like Bruce like that. I look at that video and I go, why is almost 1 million people seeing this video? Like, what is it about this video?
The thing I've seen with TikTok is like people can be very harsh, but they also have a lot of sympathy.
Yeah.
Like if somebody loses their job or if somebody like gets divorced or something, you have so many people behind you to back you up.
Or like I've seen recently a lot of people that have been living out of their cars and like they like there was one guy he had like 2 TikToks and he was just like showing his situation. He's like, I got like 2 things of ramen left and people like he got like 2 million followers. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's amazing. It's like, and like, that's the thing. It's like, don't get me wrong. And here's the thing. I'm always afraid. I'm a very sensitive soul. So it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm a tough girl, but like, I also like, if you say the wrong thing to me, I'm like, no, don't tell me. No, you're hurting my fragile ego. And it's like, I'm so nervous to put things out there because I'm so afraid, because I've seen the critiques on it. And I'm like, I know myself and I know that I don't have the heart to like, just like delete them because I'm like, no, that's a comment. I should leave it up. And instead, I just argue with that person, and I'm back in tears. And I go, and I was like so afraid of that. And my first video was literally, I don't think people realized how much I needed that. Like, I don't think people realized how sad I was when I made that video. Even though I'm smiling and I'm being goofy, I was so in the dumps and I felt so useless because I lost a job in radio, which was an entertainment, which made me very upset. And I loved the job. I moved to this area for the job. I was very down, and to have that insane amount of actual like support come through. Yeah. I was waiting for like the really shitty comments, and there were 3. I'm not even kidding you. There were literally 3 bad comments.
That's not bad.
Thing.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And I was shocked.
That's amazing.
And out of all 3 of the comments, I won over 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
You're going to be my friend.
Exactly. I was like, you are going to love me. And I'm like, I was like, I can't do it. And then the last guy was like, and the last guy just ended up making fun of my grammar. And I was like, yo, bitch, I'm going to go off on you so hard. Like, if you go to grammar, because you only have so many spaces to write in this. And I'm trying to do this in a certain amount of time in one comment. And I only have like 160 characters. It's like a tweet. So I'm like, and I was like, so obviously I'm not going to have perfect grammar. And he's no wonder they fired you. It's like, I'm going to find you. And then I looked at the TikTok account, and he had literally, he was following like 4,000 people, and he had no posts, and he had no followers and anything like that. And I was like, you know what? Your opinion doesn't matter to me. Because
your opinion doesn't matter unless you have over 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like, so you're not even putting yourself out there. Like, you're not even putting yourself out to get hurt. You're just a troll. And I realized, like, I was just like, you know what? Then it's not whatever. But I was shocked. I was shocked by it. Like, I remember calling my mom and being like, Mom, there are 10,000 views on my video because I'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if that's going to go viral? I'm not wearing makeup. And she's just like, calm down, Tara, calm down. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, my mom, she'll call me. She'll be like, how many? That's my mom. It's almost at 1 million. What the fuck? Oh, by the way, can I curse? Shit.
Yeah. It was funny because I remember seeing.
Is this a cursing podcast?
Oh, this is actually, I think when your TikTok was the first time we ever had a swear up in here.
Yeah, so I think so.
We're gonna have to do a little explicit on this one. Yeah, but no, we're not. I mean, we're not against it though. But yeah,
we need to go into radio mode where it's like, but.
Yeah, but in radio, like, is there, like, with the delay, is that when, how quick do you have to add those beeps? Like, if you had I've always wondered that. Like, if somebody cussed.
Here's a little trick, for everything. Radio people never take calls live anymore. There used to be something, we still have it. It's called a dump button, which is like, so it's like a 5-second delay. So if something curses, you literally hit the dump button and it just dumps the whole call and puts the radio right back on station, and it just starts a new song.
Nice.
And so like you could be in middle conversation, but it's just so abrupt, because we never know when it's coming, and you may not catch it in time. And it puts like the DJ very on edge, like the entire call. Are they going to swear? Or are they not going to swear?
Yeah.
So what we started to do was we started taking calls and recording them. So we'll prompt for a caller and we'll record the whole thing. We'll edit the call. If they swear anything, we'll take it out or put bleep sounds over it.
Oh, smart.
And then we will just put it back, and it's in, like, it'll still be like, blah, 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 Kids 101 or whatever in the beginning. And then it's like, caller number 2, you're live. And then it's like that. And it sounds like they're live on air and you're having that conversation. And you just like, you exit out and it sounds like you've had a real live like caller, but it's all recorded.
Yeah, I've been on our local Q92 radio station a couple times. My friend Nicolina, the Midday Diva, that's her,
Love it.
her DJ name. Shout out to Nicolina. Miss you, girl.
I love that.
But
that's amazing.
Hopefully she'll listen to this. I don't know, but yeah. So, but
it better.
Yeah, like she explained a little bit how that works to me, and I was like, oh, that's how it works. So, actually, Tara, take us back to your. So, what you were in radio. What city are you in?
I'm in State College, Penn State. I know our football team sucks right now,
yeah.
but but it is what it is. I think last year was it. And then of course the 1 year I moved here, like to go to games, can't like tailgate because they're known for like cause it's Big Ten football.
Yeah.
So they're known for nothing is here. Everything is shut down. So COVID.
Yep.
Love it.
But love the vid, as Kevin Hart would say.
Yeah.
And so I'm here right in central Pennsylvania. I actually moved to Pennsylvania from Hawaii, though.
Oh, wow.
So I was, and I worked in Hawaii. I was in Hawaii off and on for about 15 years. But I have a wild story. Like, I've traveled a lot because between my parents, me, just being adventurous, and just opportunities that have come up, I've kind of been like everywhere. I was in Australia doing, like the music awards in Australia.
Oh, wow.
I did radio in Hawaii, did stuff with Hawaii 5-0. Was really, really fun to do things like that. I've been in Alabama, North Carolina, here in Pennsylvania, all with work. So it's like, it's been wild because I have to travel a lot and like
cool
move
life.
a lot, but I've had a lot of cool experiences, but I've landed here about a year ago because of this job. So yeah.
Sweet.
Man.
That's awesome.
So, so you've been, how many years have you been in radio?
Almost 20 years.
20 years.
My
wow.
very first, because I'm 38 and oh my God, Jesus, math. I went in when I was 17, so 21 years now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
17.
So I'm like off and on. Like that's the thing. It's like I wasn't like in one straight gig for like 20 years. I would go in for like 3 and then I'd be like, I need a break. And then I'd be a bartender.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I miss radio. And then like I'd go back into radio, kind of thing like that. But yeah, and it was all a fluke. I wasn't supposed to get into it. A friend of mine she had to do radio for an internship, and her and I went into the studio one night because she was like, yo, they gave me a key. And I was like, oh, can we go in? Like, 'cause I was 17. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And this is back when they had tapes, like it was actual tapes, like you had to record on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was sold because I'm sold. But like,
I'm sorry, I wasn't even born yet.
Carter makes me feel old
wild?
all the time.
I'm so sorry to say that, but I just had to.
Carter, what
old are you,
year were you born in?
I was born in 2001.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're a baby.
Yeah, Carter's actually my little brother's age. It's pretty funny.
How old are you, Adam?
I just turned 30 this last year.
Oh my gosh, I'm so old. I'm 38 years old. Although I act like I'm about, from looking at my TikToks, I act about 25.
Yeah.
So I think that's just like my age.
You're staying youthful.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Staying youthful.
Yup.
Yep.
Right when you downloaded TikTok, that's when you started staying youthful.
Yeah.
Right? All of a sudden I was like, what's a trend? Throw it back. What's up? And I was like,
Yeah. So
I literally, oh my gosh. But sorry, go ahead.
so my friend Nicolina, she has actually met a ton of cool, famous people. Who are some famous people that maybe you've gotten the pleasure to meet?
Oh my gosh, I worked in country radio probably the longest.
Okay.
So I've met every single country artist that you can name. Like everyone from Toby Keith, Jason Aldean, Brad Paisley, like Kip Moore.
All right.
Like you name any like anybody like that.
Garth Brooks.
Of them. Like I've never met Garth Brooks. He's always done stuff in Vegas, and he never really came around. When he had his Vegas show by that point. So
Okay.
like by the time I got into it, so I never really got. I wish I loved Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just they're like all people like that. And then I've done like celebrities. Like I've done a lot of athletes because I worked at Fort Bragg, so we did this thing called Operation Toy Drop, where we had a lot of like people come in to meet troops. And so it was a lot of like WWE superstars.
I'm a big fan.
WWE.
I am a huge WWE fan. I'm like NXT's my jam. Like I will literally sit on a couch and scream with somebody and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna like I'll jump on you."
Oh, that's
like in the middle of the
Have
show.
you ever met The Rock?
I did meet The Rock. I
Did you?
worked out with him in a gym, in a gold gym.
Nice.
In Pennsylvania. He came in for a show, and I was in the gym and realized halfway through my workout that there was like nobody in the gym, but I knew the person that was the manager. And I kind of looked around and I realized that all the WWE superstars were in there working out, and I looked to my left and he was on the treadmill next to me.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Dope.
I was like, I'm gonna throw up. You're so hot.
I think
And,
my
like-
biggest flex ever is I met Heath Slater at my brother's boot camp graduation for the National Guard.
I love it.
And after I talked to him and showed him like my work, he actually ordered a drawing off of me of himself.
Nice, dude.
And so I sent it to
I love that.
I sent it to like his PO box, and I sent him 2 different ones, and he sent one back signed and a bunch of his merch. It was the coolest thing ever.
That's fantastic. I actually got really lucky with WWE. One, because I met Chris Jericho because I'll just send you pictures. But like I met Chris Jericho because of his band.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They came into our station to do some promotion with that. And he flirted with me, and I was okay with it because I was single at the time. And so we took some pictures. He asked me out for drinks, but I couldn't go.
That's crazy.
And then I was actually probably for about almost 9 years. I was like really, really close with the Big Show. So
No
Paul
way.
White and
Oh
I,
my gosh,
That's so
Carter's geeking over here.
yeah, like so Paul White and I were very, very close for a very long time. We kind of fell off when we started this TV show. So we really haven't and when I moved here, so we haven't really talked much then. I know he's been really busy and whatnot, but sometimes you just fall apart. But for about 9 years, we would just whatever city he was in, or we would FaceTime, or we would talk. Every time I went to an event, I always had ringside seats. Like I was always in the front row. I always had VIP
I've
stuff,
probably seen
like
it on
access.
TV.
Yeah.
I have. If you watch any WWE like in cities, he always thought it would be funny to put me in front of a camera because he used to make jokes and say your face is so pretty, you belong on camera. So he'd always put me behind the cameraman, and I was like, stop doing that. You don't know how bad my face looks when I yell at these events. Like, please don't. So, but,
Okay, be
yeah,
honest. Is Paul White a big teddy bear?
Oh my God, he's such a big teddy bear.
I knew
but
it.
He's such a ball buster. He is the biggest ball buster you will ever meet. He's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. He is hilarious.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Oh, no, I miss him. I'm gonna have to text him and be like, "Hey, we were talking about you on a podcast."
Yeah, tell him to watch it.
Carter says hi.
Tell him Carter says hi. He'll draw you a picture.
Right? I love it.
That's cool.
amazing.
But I don't know.
That's I said that at one point. I want my TikTok fame. I want to get to the point where I'm so TikTok famous that people actually want to draw me, because I think it's so cool because I've always been the person that goes to the park in like New York and goes to get like a caricature and it looks nothing like me, and I'm like, yo, do better, be better. Like, I'm paying you to make me look like a good cartoon. Like, lie to me. Tell me I look better than that.
I got you. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if you
Have you seen his
my
TikTok? I think I might have.
I have seen your TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
You're
okay.
so good. I love it.
Thank you.
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
follow you right now.
I love it. I think I already followed you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so it's I saw on your Instagram. What's AKA Kennedy?
Oh, that was my radio name.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask
So a
what
lot
that
of
was.
people. So what I did was originally I was gonna tie my Instagram to my TikTok to kind of see if I wanted to like, I don't know, like kind of like join the two to see if I got any bigger on TikTok. I mean, then I would be like, people could follow me on like Instagram,
Yeah.
and it was like the more normal side of me, like
Oh yeah.
like I make the weirdest faces and I've got no makeup on, and I'm just like, I do like the goofiest shit on TikTok. So I was like really worried. I was like, well, I want people to know like I have like a normal girly side too. Like I clean up okay. So it's like I attached my Instagram, but then I was like getting all these weirdos like adding me, and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm just gonna keep it private, and that's fine. So that's why I have it up there. Originally was like for the post, because like Kennedy was originally my Kennedy one, but Tara is my TikTok one because that's my actual name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So was your radio name just Kennedy, or was it like, was there a
Kennedy Kai.
Kennedy Kai? I like.
That's cool.
Aaron called me like KK or Ken or Kennedy, and it's really funny because I moved to this area for work, so I met everyone through work, through radio, and everyone at radio in the station, they all call me Kennedy. So like all my friends here call me Kennedy, and I'm like, I've had to have the awkward conversation with all of them, like, hey, that's not my real name, right? And they're like, what? They're like, what do you mean it's not your real name? And I was like, yo, it's like, you can call me whatever you want. They're like, like, and the only people, like, whenever I'm in radio that I don't let call me by, like, my radio name is guys that I attempt to date, because it's weird. It's weird. It's like, oh, headed in. It's like, no, this feels wrong. Like, that's not. But everyone else, so now it's like, now my friends are just in this constant state of confusion where half the time they text me Kennedy and half the time they text me Tara, and they have no idea what they're doing at this point. It's kind of funny.
That's funny. That would be interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. So you've been on TikTok for a while. I have questions. I have so many questions.
Yeah. Okay.
So what about so how does TikTok like pick videos? Like what they're saying, have you figured out the algorithm of everything? Just because like I'll post a video that gets it gets like 3,000 views. I'll have 700 likes. I'll have like 400 comments, and it'll stop at 3,000 views, and it won't go anywhere else. There's I have a video on there that has like those numbers exactly, and 25 shares. And so technically was everything. It was starting to go viral because it had all of the makings, but then the views stopped completely. And then I got one on there that I did like this dumb thing that I stitched someone else's, and it's got 15,000 views, but it only has 190 likes and like 15 comments.
Oh wow.
Huh. Yeah, Carter's he knows more than me. I'm still at like not even like 3,000.
So the algorithm is like really weird, but I think like I've kind of got it down to a science. The thing you never know is when your video is going to blow up, because you can post a video, it can get 1,000 views, and then a month later it can blow up. So my first video to blow up wasn't any of my art or anything. It was me like making fun of my now fiance.
Okay.
Like just making fun of how she falls asleep every time we turn on Netflix. And it got 2.8 million views 3 months after I posted it. So
really?
Yeah.
Some of them are like sleepers.
So like they'll just like go into hibernation, and then when it becomes trendy, those hashtags or whatever, it'll show that your video has those hashtags on it, and then it'll blow it up. So like there's no really way of working around the algorithm. My only advice is, if you want to keep growing, is post consistently and post shorter videos, because the shorter the video I've seen, the better it does.
Like the more people like watch it over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like that's the thing. It's like I've seen a lot of that stuff where it's like I've tried to keep them like minimal. Like some of them I've posted. Like I just did a Christmas one, and I was just like, and I knew it was a full 60 seconds, and I knew that there's probably not likely that a lot of people are going to watch it to the very end. Although I put a song on it that makes you want to listen, because it's like, if you don't like it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, then you have a cold soul. Yeah. So it's like one of those things where it's like you're like, I just want to hear the ending at least at one point, so I made it like that. So, but like for the most part, most of my videos are under 15 seconds. Yeah. Just because of that, but it's like I'm not really sure. Like there's all these different trends and all these like even with my makeup like one. It's like I don't really have a niche right now. I don't think I have a niche right now. So
yeah,
it's like,
that's also a good thing to have, as a niche.
Yeah. I don't think
that like. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like you and me are kind of in the same boat, where I really just like lately I've been jumping on some trends, just seeing like what works, and because I've never actually had like a niche like, and so I'm kind of in that like I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing still, but I'm trying to figure it out.
I mean, you seem to be really good at photography. That could be something that you do.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Show your photography, and like do like little videos going into it, because your photography is bomb. So.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah. Carter has his art. I wanted to be like the funny girl. Like that was my thing. Was like I wanted to be just like a goofy girl that's like I don't know that like. I mean, I know there's a bunch of goofy girls on there, but like I wanted to be the girl that was like, I'm trying to like do like who else is out there like kind of figuring themselves out. I wanted that to kind of be like my thing, but also there are days where I stare at a wall and I'm like, I don't know what to post.
Yeah,
like here's a trend. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna let me show you how badly I can do the WAP dance.
Yeah.
I think a
You
good
know what
thing
I
for
mean?
maybe you could do. I mean, I haven't looked through your videos yet. I just saw your first one, so I don't know what exactly you've done. But I feel like a good thing for you is because you're obviously good at this. You're good at having a radio like personality.
Yeah.
So like you could tell like horror stories of the radio business or something like that. I think that would
And
probably
that's the
do.
thing I would love to tell it. You know how many people have asked me to do videos on that?
Yeah.
And I literally have, like, because of like NDAs and
Oh,
because of
yeah.
like contracts that I've signed, of like, you know, with some of the different places like I've worked, like I don't know how much I could get. I feel like I could get in a lot of trouble, and I feel like a lot of artists would come back at me and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
shouldn't be saying that."
You don't want to.
that's true.
You don't want to feel that wrath.
You don't want to get canceled
And
already.
listen, I can take 16-year-old TikTokers, you know,
Yeah.
trolling me and being like, "You're ugly and fat." And be like, okay, I tell myself that daily. What do you got? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like to have like somebody come back and be like, "Hey, you signed an NDA 4 or 5 years ago, and
Yeah.
now you're telling the story." Maybe
Yeah.
you should do that. Now you're under, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
something
tough.
that scares
Yeah. You don't
me.
want
So,
someone
and
like
it sucks.
you don't want someone like Jason Derulo coming down on you.
Can you imagine? By the way, speaking of Jason Derulo, he is the king of TikTok. I am obsessed with him.
Oh man. Yeah, my friend Nicolina, she
He's
loves.
so good.
She's met him like several times. Like they're like friends now.
That's
Oh
crazy.
my god, I'm so jealous. Jesus, let me get into her radio station. We never
Yeah.
had people like that. I got like Shaggy. Like I have stories of Shaggy.
Yeah. I've been super jealous of my friend Nicolina because she got to meet she's met Taylor Swift a handful of times. Like it's crazy. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I see her like social media posting. I'm like, oh, how does she get to meet all these cool people?
I haven't met a lot of famous people, but from TikTok, I am friends with Dr. Phil's son now.
Yeah, and Post Malone's dad.
That's so
Yes.
cool. I feel like that's a flex in its own. Be
It
like,
is,
Yo,
it
I'm
is.
at my dad's house. Who's your dad? Dr. Phil.
Yeah, that-
Yeah, I posted my proposal video because I just got engaged like a month ago, and
Congratulations.
thank you. He commented congrats on it, and I commented back. I was like, thanks, man. I would love to have you sing at the wedding, and he liked it. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Am I supposed to make the next move or what?
this is
You're like, so about that.
Dr. Phil's son. If you
I
look,
feel like he's got like such like that like the voice. You should have him marry you.
Yes.
Be like, here you go. And be like, so if he's not the father, will you still take it to be your lawfully whatever husband?
yeah. Dr. Phil's son. What's his name?
Jordan McGraw.
Jordan McGraw. If you're listening to this,
If you're listening to this,
Hit-
please sing at my
hit
wedding.
up Carden.
I
hit up
saw
Carden.
him open for the Jonas Brothers, so that was pretty
Dang.
cool.
Does he have a band or is
he
he like a
what?
solo artist?
His son sings. I thought you were talking about Dr. Phil.
Oh,
no.
not Dr. Phil.
I was like, why do you want Dr. Phil to sing at your wedding?
That would be even better.
Yeah, that'd be
honestly.
hilarious.
That would be a bomb ass TikTok.
Honestly, I'd pay for that big time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good. That's what I'm picturing. Like I'm picturing Dr. Phil singing at your wedding. I'm like,
No, I would want Jordan.
Bro.
I would want Jordan to sing and then Dr. Phil to marry us.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Got
uh,
you. Perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, what song would
Oh, that's
Dr. Phil
amazing.
sing? It'd be like, "You are so beautiful to me."
I love Dr. Phil.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think the first thing that I think from seeing your first video, for me, the thing that I liked was the kind of chaotic energy.
Mhm.
I like the
Yeah.
like you had kind of this I don't know, like you were like, I lost my job. I'm not sure what's gonna happen next, but
You were just putting yourself out there.
we're gonna see. And I like that kind of chaotic energy where you like
Yeah.
bust it, like you did a classic like bust into the bathroom,
That
talk
was
to the
good
mirror.
too. That
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
Because that's still
there-
trendy on
yeah,
TikTok.
there are people that just
busting
do
through
that.
the door and looking in the mirror. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is
And I have
about
like
it.
I have literally the longest like walkway to my mirror. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, well, this isn't traditional. You're gonna come with me into my bathroom.
Yeah.
Here's my toilet, and there's my face. Like,
Yeah. I
out
think
of
what,
all of the videos in my life, and the thing that sucks is that I have other videos on my other TikToks that are very much similar to that I literally like. And I know it's me, but I piss myself laughing at it because I'm like, what a good moment. I'm so glad I caught that on camera. And it sucks because it's like it's got all of my old username all over the videos.
Yeah.
So it's like not like I can post it and be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And be like, and it's people are gonna be like, you're taking credit for someone else's stuff, and be like, that's me too.
You're like, that's
me.
Yeah.
And it's like it's so, and like I wish that and like there's no way to save these videos before you even do them when you're like editing in your own like your own TikTok. So it's like I'm like they're all wasted.
Yeah.
They're so good. There's so many creative ones that I could use on my platform now, and it's like I can't get there.
Can you recreate them?
I mean, I feel like here's the problem with recreation, and I've noticed this a lot. When I do a video on my TikTok where it's like I did one on there where I was dancing around and I'm just like, I don't have a job. I'm not gonna wear pants. And so I did this video and I'm like dancing around in this oversized Christmas sweater with no pants on and playing Christmas music in the background, no makeup, just being a crackhead. And
just
I
vibing.
Christmas crackhead.
Like, I'm just dancing in this mirror, being weird as anything, and like I zoom into my face and like too soon because it was like a month ago.
Oh yeah.
And literally that was the video, and it wasn't very long, and it was kind of like it was like quirky, but like I remember doing that video like maybe like 4 or 5 times to kind of like try to like recreate like that, but like maybe do it a different way.
Yeah.
And I ended up posting the first one because the energy was never the same.
Yeah.
And it was like that original idea when it first pops into your head.
Yeah.
It's like when you think it's so funny, when you think it's like the best thing you will ever post in your life, you're literally like, this is the one, man.
Yeah.
Like that energy, like you're so passionate behind it. It
Yeah.
comes through the camera. And then when you mess up on something and you have to recreate it, it's not the same like for that. Because like, and by take number 7, you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's dumb.
Yeah,
it's like
feel it.
looking at a selfie.
Yeah.
You can't look at a selfie too long, or you're like, next thing you know, you think that you have 3 eyes.
Yeah, I've tried that ghost TikTok so many times, and I've just given
The
up.
ghost
I think
one.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, where like,
Yeah.
have you heard? You never seen that one?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Where like
It's
they,
the out of body filter.
oh,
where they do
yeah.
the ghost,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
they move, and then they hop back into
Yeah.
their body. And I've tried it, and I got it so close, but yeah, after like the 12th time, I'm like, you know what? Screw this. My phone's dying. I'm done.
I have to say though, the good thing about that one is that you get so defeated that when you do actually get it,
You're like
you're
excited.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got it.
You see
Like,
the
it's
genuine excitement from the people that do that trend.
exactly, because they've been doing it for 4 days and they can't get it, and then when they finally do it, they're overwhelmed. And those are the ones that are always the biggest. People are like, "Oh, look at their face!" It's so
Yeah,
funny doing it.
they're just so excited to finally get it.
I love it. So, but I love TikTok, and I think it's been so much fun. Like it is frustrating at times because there are videos that like I post that I'm like that because I don't understand how it works. Because it's like I thought that when you had a certain amount of followers, you would at least get that many views.
Oh yeah,
So, like-
tell me about it.
And it's like that's what I thought. I was like, I thought that if people have subscribed to liking my videos, at least that amount of people will see my stuff. So if those people see my stuff, that when I make my videos and they like it, then at least the people that I have, I can keep on that platform and whatnot. I literally, and like there's supposed to be this feature now where you can go live and see how many people are live and whatnot. So you know the perfect time to post.
Yeah.
So the past 3 days I have done that at every single random time, and I never had more than 296 people live. So I have 14.8 thousand followers.
Yeah.
So it's like I was like I don't understand like where are those followers? Like
Yeah.
what are you doing?
And I think there's
Like, do you have jobs? Because I don't. Be on my level for like 5 minutes here. I'm trying to blow up my face. Okay, like what are you doing?
like, come on.
Be on your phone.
Yeah,
I was always on my phone at my job. Maybe
And
that's why I don't have one anymore. But like it's just
Yeah, and
it's literally like where are they? Like, and why am I getting 3,000 views on a video when I have
Yeah.
14 or almost 15,000 followers?
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. I think that's my biggest frustration.
That's the hard thing about TikTok because a lot of people like when you first open the app, you're automatically on the For You page, and I don't know about you guys, but I rarely go over to like my following side. I think it's just the nature of TikTok. Like when you with YouTube, when you have subscribers, like whenever you post a new video, they give them an option for like a notification to pop up whenever a new video from like your favorite creators live. But with TikTok, there's really nothing like that. And so I think that's why
I get notifications.
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very random.
yeah, like it, but
It is very random.
and you have very little control over it, I think.
Yeah. And
And
like a big
that's the
thing,
that
like
stinks about it.
like I've seen like a lot of kids who have TikTok follow everyone they see, and so their following pages are probably just full of new content all the time, and so they're probably just looking through it like a For You page, and like
Right.
that's what I was thinking, like the same thing as you. Like when I started growing, I was like, why do I have this many followers but I'm getting no views? I was like, shouldn't they be seeing this on their following page? And
Yeah.
something I've seen, because I follow some people, and when you first follow them, it'll show you like all of their videos in a row, like on
I've seen that.
your following page. But if you've been following someone for a while, their videos don't really pop up on your following page anymore, and it's really annoying because like my fiance will post a video and I won't even see it because it doesn't show me it. I have to go find it myself, and I'm like,
Oh, that sucks.
this is how we kind of like found out that it doesn't really show everyone's videos. It's the following page is kind of like the For You page. Like if it's doing well, it'll show you, but if it's not, it won't, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Because like my go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. Like I posted a couple videos recently and they haven't even reached over 10,000 views, and I have 300,000 followers, and that math just doesn't make sense to me at all.
You're like, what?
And I know it's because I haven't like been posting like consistently in a while. So like that's what I've seen. If I post every day, they'll start doing a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's another question. Once you hit like that level of TikTok fame, because that's like what I like. If I'm like, I wonder if I'll get to 15,000 this week.
Yeah.
Yes. And like, but like eventually, like honestly, I think like I'd love to have. The big thing for me in my industry is that like if I went to like looking for a new job, and I was like, because I mean, it's very hard to get it right now because just everyone's losing their jobs in radio because it's just because of COVID, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because businesses can't afford to pay and they have to downsize. It's just what's happening. So, but the big thing for me is that if I came to a place and I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like I hadn't had a job for a while, but over these past few months, I've grown 200,000 followers on TikTok, and look at my content. This is what you're going to be getting yourself into, and here's the entertainment value, and this is what people seem to like, and whatnot. So that's like kind of a goal of mine, you know, so I can get back into it. So once you hit that level, like for me, I would use it as like a resume builder. Like, hey, I've got a huge following on TikTok.
Yeah.
But for you, what are the benefits of that? Like when you hit that big number, are you getting sponsors? Are you able to like do more things? Are you getting you are TikTok famous. So it's like, what have you, like, what can you do with that?
It's actually really funny you say that because recently, yes, the brand deals is a very good thing. I've gotten, I think, 4 or 5 brand deals so far, and I've had some offers that I didn't take just because I didn't agree with the company or I didn't like their products. And it's awesome to me. Like, it's crazy that I can pick and choose what I want to promote.
Yeah.
Like, that's the coolest thing to me because, like, before this, I'd be like, I'll promote anything to get me clout, but now I don't really need to. And the coolest thing that's happened in my life since I actually got a job because of my TikTok.
See, that's the thing. I love that.
Yeah, I started going to this church and I started playing drums there because I've always played drums at church. And I started drumming there, and then somebody found my TikTok. I was like, oh, crap. And,
it's always the first reaction.
You're like, oh.
You are going to see the real me.
Yeah. The director of their media, he was talking to me. He was like, I saw your TikTok, and I think we could really use you here. And so now I'm working at my church I'm running all of their social medias. I have a TikTok for them now, and I'm doing graphic design work, and I'm pretty much doing anything they need me to that has to do with art. So now I have 2.
God, I would love to see a TikTok for a church.
Oh yeah,
dude,
you can follow it.
I would love to see.
What's
a
it called
TikTok
again? Woodland.
It's Woodlawn Church. Yeah.
Woodlawn Church. Yeah.
But
he does all the TikToks.
It's it's so much fun. We have so much fun, and it's like crazy because now I have 2 jobs centered around my TikTok and my art, which I told people for years. Everyone was like, you have to be like a full-time artist or a tattoo artist or something. And I'm like, guys, I can't have a job in art. Like, it's just not realistic. I need to find a real job. And now I have two different ones centered around my art. And I'm 19 years old.
Which is crazy, and that's so wonderful for you because I mean you're I feel like it's so true, and like this is coming from somebody who's like been trying to figure out who the heck they are for almost 40 years. Like I feel like when you really find a passion and you really love that, I feel like the world and the universe just kind of goes, you know what, I got you. And I think like it's like because you see so many people that are like, I was a struggling dancer and then I kind of did break, and you hear a lot of people, I think like when people are truly passionate about something and they put their everything into that, it just happens. You know what I mean? And I think that's why like I'm kind of in like this weird I don't know, like this limbo because I don't know what the hell I want to do. So I'm like, what am I going to put my passion behind? So instead I'm like, you know, the only thing that gets it is TikTok. So So anyway, but I think like I think it's really cool of you that you've done that. You've put your passion into it, and thanks to your passion in TikTok, you know, you've done the most with it, which is awesome. So kudos to you.
Thank you very much. And I think like you are definitely on the right path for this. Like if radio is something you want to stay in, or just like entertainment in a whole, like you starting your own podcast is the best move for you to make right now because. The more you put that out there, the more your name's going to get out there and the more people who are going to notice you. And I think you're making really good steps.
Thank you. I'm actually really excited. My one friend, like the girl that I'm actually doing it with, because I'm new to podcasting. I've never gotten into it. But the one thing on the video that I got a lot of comments about were, hey, like you should do vlogging or like YouTube or you should do, and I've been asked people, I have had friends asked me to do YouTube or vlogs for probably close to like when they started coming out. For some reason, I don't know why, but like TikTok's fine because it's short little MIDI videos, things like that. But I think like me sitting down in front of a camera and bearing my soul with all my weird faces and just like talking to like, for some reason it terrifies the shit out of me.
Hard.
Yeah, YouTube is hard.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, like it makes me very nervous. And it's like, I know that like, I don't know. It just, for some reason, I like the romance. Like people have been like, you should be in TV. You should be doing news. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Like, and for some reason, I've always like, it's been very uncomfortable for me. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I like the radio. I love the idea of a podcast. It is amazing. I'm so happy that you've even invited me. I'm so excited to be here. And it's like, but like the cool thing is like my friend and I decided that we're going to start our own podcast. I'm really excited about it because it's going to be really fun. But she also suggested one for me in the meantime, and it was called Fun Employment. And and it was like all the I guess episodes of like what people do when they're unemployed. Yeah. And like, what are you doing to survive and make like life fun for you? Yeah. And it's just like. And I was like, you know what, that might keep you busy and whatnot. So I'm really excited about like kind of going down this journey and like doing podcasting because I think it's just so fun. I love hearing conversations with people and I love getting to know new people. I just think it's just like, I think it's so cool. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that's a path for me.
Yeah. And with podcasts, like you don't necessarily need to do a video with it. Like we record these ones because eventually I want to break these up into like smaller pieces of content. But if you're like, you know what, I don't want to put on makeup today, you don't have to.
Yeah. And I love that. Like I wouldn't mind like doing videos and stuff. Honestly, here's the thing that I'm jealous of. I'm jealous of all these people in like the hype house and all these like all these kids that live in these like massive mansions, not because of their lifestyle. No, don't care about that. I've been around that in my life. Not because they get like special treatment or all the views. Nope, don't care about that. I'm jealous because they have people to follow them around and catch their moment. Yeah. Like they each have like they all have people that are there are producers that are like, oh, that's funny, we're gonna catch it, or it's time to do a video, or they have something that they could be like Noah Beck could be like, come on, Dixie, like let's go and make this video, and she's like, okay, like I like that's what I'm jealous of. Like even if they do it badly, they still have someone that they can. They have to do it with, or they have someone that they can catch those moments. And it's there are so many times in my house, like I'm not kidding, it's probably so weird to say out loud. But like, there are so many times I'm here by myself, just kind of hanging out, and like I'll do something, and then I'll like laugh. I'll be like, that was so funny. Oh, it was recorded, and
Like,
I can't recreate it.
And you can't.
Like,
Yeah, it's hard to
so
recreate.
many funny moments. Like if there were cameras in my house,
Yeah.
like I would be so rich. I would be so famous because people would be like, "Oh, that girl is weird, but also very funny."
I think you have like the best personality for TikTok. You are TikTok as a whole.
Thank you.
You have become TikTok.
No, yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's like you're just like giving me vibes like you know what TikTok is like. Even your first TikTok, you slam the door open, you look in the mirror, and you just say how you feel, and then people back you up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was so good.
Where else in the world are you going to find this much support?
Nowhere.
Like,
Nowhere.
you usually have to pay for this type of stuff.
Yeah. You have to pay somebody
Exactly.
to listen to your problems.
Right? And then, like, here's the only thing is, like, but then there's also another side of that where there's the support. There's also, like, the people that call you out on your shit.
Hey, if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right.
That's true, yeah.
And like, I have like these, like, I posted one where I'm like, because I had a little bit of wine, I'm not going to lie. And I posted a video and I was like, what do you want, TikTok?
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know what you want. What do you want from me? And so these, like, and then somebody comments and was like, you promised a shit show and you kind of seem like you have your life together. And I'm like, I don't have my life together. You don't know me. If you saw me in my house like that, and I did this whole thing and like I made a video where I was like, I've been crying for days. And I'm like, why are you turning me into this? I don't want to show you that.
Yeah.
Like, no one needs to see my dishes. Like, just delete that video. And so it's like,
I think
there's also like a very other side of TikTok where I'm just like, I just want to like, it gets to the point where it's almost addictive where I'm like, I want to please you. Like, how do I make it better? Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
I'll dance. I'll dance for you. I'll be your monkey. But it's like, I also don't want to become that person. Where I'm like, it's like heroin when you're like, I need another hit of it. I need the views, man. I need the views.
Yeah, that reminds me, do you ever watch New Girl, the show?
Yes.
I just started it.
Oh man, I love that.
You know how many people have said to me, that I'm my personality minus like the sweetness, I guess. I don't know. That's not a compliment, but like it's like very much like Zoe, and I'm just like Jess, and it's like I'm like I started watching it. I laughed so hard at it, so I'm like, I'll just take it as a compliment.
Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, you got the Zoe Deschanel vibes, but you kind of like. I don't know. Yeah, you kind of have like a mix. I think I think it'd be kind of cool to like a one person show of New Girl. Yeah.
Which is all of my personalities.
Yeah, just put together.
You have 5 personalities, and they all fit into like this one person, and that is you. You are just New Girl with like schizophrenia. It's fine.
Yeah,
everything's fine.
But I think the cool thing about New Girl, the reason that like I like it is that it has. Like it's a group of people that are, over 30s, and like there's that societal pressure when you're over 30 that you're like, I got to figure out my life, and like I should probably have had it figured out by now, and you get that like really big pressure of like why are things not happening in my life that should happen? And
it's so funny. Like, it's so funny for me. It's like I'm kind of like Benjamin Button with my life. Like I started out with. I started very young, and like I started out very old. Like I did all the old things that you do when you're older when I was younger, and now that I'm getting older, I'm doing all the younger things. Like I'm like completely reversed. Like I was engaged and married by 22 years old, and I was in a relation. I was married to a military man for 7 years. So like I did like the whole buy a house, settle down, get married. Like I got married very young. I know, Carter, you're very young to be engaged and whatnot. And I was there. Like that was me. It's like I was working. I moved out of my house at 17. Like I was very, very responsible with all these things. And I did all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, I was still a kid, and like I still had fun and I partied. I lived in Hawaii, so I had my moments. But like but I mean, like, I wasn't like crazy. And then like after I got divorced and started like, I got divorced around 30. And then at that point it was like, okay, well, I have a lot of time to make up for. So I started hanging out with people. Literally all my friends are younger than me. I'm now TikToking. I'm 38 years old. I act like an absolute idiot. Like I wear onesies. Like it's just like, it's so, I like,
got the onesie on deck.
If I'm wearing it right now, I would be lying if I said I'm not. So it's like, I put on my Christmas onesie and I just never took it off. So it's just like, I don't know. It's like I've kind of like reversed. So now that with like TikTok is here, like I used to do when I was in Hawaii, I don't know if you remember Dub Smash?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. So I used to do Dub Smash. And I would literally make everyone and anyone do Dub Smash with me. Like, I mean, I would come up to them and be like, we're doing this. They'd be like, this is weird. And nobody accepted it. Now TikTok's like just the same thing. And I'm like, oh, where are all my Smash videos? But then again, they're all branded too with stupid Dub Smash, so you can't like repost those.
I remember what that is now, yeah.
Dang.
But anyway, I don't know what that was about. I just felt like telling you I'm a child now.
So your hopes going forward, have you been like looking for a job, or are you just kind of like enjoying the unemployed life and trying to put a lot of energy into the TikToks? What's next for you?
Well, I started off really well because I saw the 75 hard on TikTok and it kind of motivated me. And I was like, well, I've got nothing else better to do with my life. So let's get back in shape and let's do stuff like that. And I lasted 15 days and then I had wine and it's been downhill since. So that was the first initial, that was the initial like, hey, what are we doing with our lives? Well, until you find something, let's do this. And then it didn't work. So, then I ate Christmas cookies for a week and binged Vampire Diaries, kind of like trying to figure out my life. And, I've been in constant contact with like people, with all like connections. And there's this thing called All Access, which has all the radio jobs on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through that a lot. And I send out emails and I send out resumes and air checks and things like that. I have friends that are like, hey, we're going to be hiring soon. But they're like in other states and they're like far away. And it's like, am I ready to move again?
Mm-hmm.
I'm also back in school. I go to Penn State University, and I'm going for digital multimedia design. I want to build apps. Like I love,
cool.
And I want to design them and I want to come up with ideas and things for people to like TikTok.
Yeah.
And like, I want to be the person behind these ideas.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because there's just it's so much fun. So, I have so many ideas. I just want to get out of my head. So it's like, I think it would be really cool to do that. I have to, learn the back end of it first before I can do all that stuff. So I'm focusing on that kind of like, I'm applying for jobs because, when you're on unemployment, you have to meet a certain requirement. So, I'm still doing my applications and putting things out there. But right now, I guess I'm just focusing on that, like, focusing on trying to like do my podcast, like going forward. I'm in the process of writing a book. I'd like to I'd love in this next couple of months to actually get it finished because it would be really cool to say, hey, I might have been unemployed, but something came out of it.
Yeah, I can definitely see like your creative juices are flowing now and like what you want to do. You want to be creative. And I think this opportunity 100%. Is really what pushed that in you.
And it's crazy because it's like, I didn't like, don't get me wrong. Like when the pandemic hit and like, we were like the only people that were going into we were going in and they were treating it as if nothing was wrong. And then all of a sudden half of our office got COVID.
Oh my gosh.
Like and it was just like, I was like, well, we really shouldn't be working in the office so close to each other, because these are things that happen. And then when half of our staff got COVID, it was like, well, I wasn't wrong. And it's like, at one point I was like, kind of made jokes, like my friends was like, well, I don't care if I get fired because it's so dangerous at that place. Like no one's being careful. No one's wearing masks. I complained about it and like things like that. And like, oh, and now look, everyone's got COVID and then I got fired and I got let go, or laid off or whatever. And they were like, and I was like, well, I guess I got my wish. So now I have time to do things. And at least I'm not around people with COVID. So at least this, I feel like I didn't want it, but I
Yeah.
also,
But
I also
you're
know
finding
that-
you're finding good in it, which is
and that's the
amazing.
thing. Like that's my thing right now. I know I don't think I wanted it actually. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
yeah,
I think there's other things that I can do with this time
yeah,
until I find something else. So
yeah, for sure.
it's not like there are people that have been like literally like laid off or like been fired and they don't get unemployment or they don't get, any extra benefits. They don't have anything, whatnot. So I'm lucky that I have that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dang. Well, maybe you'll
So,
look
yeah.
back. You'll look back on this like season of your life, and you'll be like, "Wow! Like I'm glad that happened." Like,
Yeah.
you'll see that, in hindsight, like how it'll be interesting to see where you are in the next, like,
even months
12
because
yeah,
you've not
couple
been
months,
on TikTok
yeah.
that long, have you?
Yeah, I've only been I've been on TikTok for about I put my very first post I think was like on the day that I got let go, which was like the 2nd or the 3rd of November. So I've only been on
Oh,
there
wow.
for
That's impressive.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot. I thought I
Yeah.
told Carter, I was like, I think it was like a month ago, but
Jeez,
I mean,
it's been what? Not even 25 days.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Wow.
is that not normal for people to have?
No,
that
not at
involved
all.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
It
You're like,
took
yes.
it took me a long time to even get 10K. Like I remember the day I hit 10K, I was like, Ashley, there's a 10 in my there's a point. There's a dot in my
Right?
numbers.
That's what I wanted. I was like, and that's the thing that I think was like crazy for me because I hit 10K in 3 days.
That's
Nice.
crazy.
Because I remember because I went the whole thing with my mom. I was freaking out with my friend. Like my friends were like messaging me, being like, "What number are you at? How many views are you at?
Oh
What's the
my.
list?" Because I was like, I think this video is going viral. Is that viral?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, no.
And that
I was like,
feeling is
viral
like
is-
undescribable.
You're like, what?
It is. And here's the thing that makes me so mad. All the entire time when I was on my show, I was like, all I would talk about was like one day I would be TikTok famous. And
Yeah.
I was like, and I literally talk about it all the time. And the day I lost my job is the day I went viral. I
Wow.
was
Nice.
like, are
That's
you
amazing.
kidding me?
Look at
That's
that.
how you know
I
it was supposed to happen.
Speaking it out to
That's
the
what I
universe.
That's what I said. I was like, there's no way. But yes, like that's the thing. Is like I've gotten up to, I literally had, I think it was like I had over 10K within 3 days. But now it's like almost to 15, and it's like it's very slow now. And I'm like, okay, keep coming, come on, like
Yeah,
let's hit 20. Let's
Yeah.
do this. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, little by little, and then I think it like the thing about TikTok is it's like bursts of
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
like you're like trying, and then all of a sudden something takes off, and then you're like,
Yeah.
wow, that took off. Like mine is like I don't know. I started mine back in like January or February last year when I was on vacation.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do it for like months. And then so I just started doing it like not too long ago. And some of my old ones, like there was the most random things that like would pop off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the like what?
Yeah. It's
weird.
it's very random.
You never know.
And that's why I'm saying I don't understand it because it's like from what everything I've done the research with, they've been you have to have a certain amount of likes, follows, or likes, comments, and shares in order for it to have the algorithms like pick up and like it.
Mhm.
And there's and I have a video on there where I talk about how I posted how we have a gay pride flag in one of our alleyways here, and I was just like, some things in my town that just make sense, like hey, I love my town.
Yeah.
And when then like because of I was posting that, I had a bunch of people like unfollow me because they're like, "Oh, you're a lesbian." I'm like, "Well, no, I'm not. I'm just supporting gay rights."
Yeah.
And I had guys commenting like "ew" and "gross" and saying things about the fact that like they thought I was a lesbian, and I was like, "Well, at this point, maybe I should be." But like eventually, so I got really upset because I came out of my gym and I saw that I had lost like a bunch of followers.
No,
They made a video
yeah.
of me being like I can't believe that people are literally that low, like that they whatnot. And the video got only about 30 something hundred views, but I have like almost 1,000 likes. I have like half that is comments.
Yeah.
I got new followers from the video, and I had almost 40 shares.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why isn't it hitting the algorithm? So I guess I'm just trying to figure out TikTok, and I'm trying to figure out like what.
And I think it takes time to like find like your tribe, like the people that really like get you, you know. And I think after you know, there are gonna be people that like might follow you for whatever a number of reasons, but you know, if they unfollow you, you know, were they really there for you?
Yeah, I lost over 500 followers from my proposal video.
Because the girls thought you were cute, or the guys thought you were cute, and they wanted to be with you.
Yeah, my boss said it was all the guys who thought I was gay. He was like, yeah, they lost their chance. So I was like, yeah, probably.
Oh my god! Like, and honestly, like, it's so funny because you never know what people are going to really respond to.
Yeah.
I saw this guy recently. I forget his name, but I never really followed him because I don't like when people have big accounts. Like, I feel like even if I have a big account, if somebody puts a comment on my thing, I'm gonna at least like it. You know, it's like I have like one video has almost 1 million views on it, and every single comment on there is either responded to or liked.
Yeah.
Every single comment.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I want people to know that I appreciate them. Like, I get it once you get to like so many like hundreds and hundreds or millions, like, you know, it's really hard to get to everyone.
Yeah.
But like I've seen this guy and he doesn't like anybody's comments. Like, he just doesn't respond to anything. He doesn't like anything. And I was like, cool, put your content out there and everything like that. But like, for some reason that like kind of turned me off. And so I never followed him, but his videos would pop up a lot. And I saw that he was at like 150,000 followers, and he was like really struggling to get to 200. And then he makes a post about how him and his ex broke up, and she shared on the internet that he has one of those man toupees, and he literally he goes, this is a huge insecurity of mine, blah blah blah. He became so vulnerable. He talked about how he has those the new toupees where they shave your like an old man haircut.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah,
glue it to your head. And I was like, I love this. Like, you're awesome. Yo, I have so many questions. Like,
that's hilarious.
And like, all of a sudden, there's like 5 videos, all of him answering questions, and he's now hit 200,000 followers.
Yeah. Sometimes you just like.
So
I think with TikTok, it's a very communal. Like, you have to have like your followers have to feel like you have like a relationship.
Have to be relatable.
With you.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You have to be relatable. Either that, super freaking attractive, a really good dancer. Because like, there's a girl in there. I think like her name's Cassie something, and she's this like bleach blonde girl from California, big fake lips, big fake boobs, her big butt, and she just is like the best dancer I've ever seen in my life, and it's mesmerizing. And I'm like, I could look at you for a year and never get bored. Like, please dance for me.
Yeah.
Like, I am also one of those people where I'm like, oh, I'm ready to be relatable, but also, can you dance? Can you dance for me?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, what about you? What's next for you with your 300,000 followers?
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm starting a new series today. I'm drawing the Grinch in 10 different styles.
I just watched The Grinch with Jim Carrey the other day.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah.
I love that movie.
So I'm hoping this does well since it's closer to Christmas. And I also sell merchandise of my work, so I'm trying to get it out there so people can order it before Christmas.
Love it.
I
love
marketing.
that.
Yeah. I've learned a lot about marketing because, like, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to, like, show off or anything, but I want to be honest because this is what this podcast is for. Like, I've made $20,000 off of TikTok so far.
Nice.
And if I never made my TikTok, I'd still be working for minimum wage at Plato's Closet.
Yeah.
That's insane. You made $20,000 off of TikTok, off of doing what you love.
Yes.
And you're doing it like, and you're 19 years old.
Yes. This is how I was able to propose. This is how I'm able to get my life started.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
God is working in me right now, and I feel it. And it's crazy that it came through TikTok.
Yeah. Dude.
It's like, I love it. I love that everyone comes together and like does this. I love it when I hear stories like that. It makes me very, very happy.
Yeah. And when TikTok was about to shut down, I was like, oh.
You're like, oh, panic. What am I going to do? Yeah. What do you think about what do you think about that whole situation? Do you think, because it's still like, I don't think TikTok's gonna go away, but it's still like very ambiguous. It's weird.
I think like I didn't get bought out by an American company. I thought that was the deal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think it was like Walmart and Oracle.
Yeah, Walmart and Oracle, but the deal hasn't been finalized yet because of the whole presidential thing.
Well, I think that honestly, it could be just like they could just have it in limbo, you know, to appease like the Trump administration and whatnot, and then when he's out of office, he's like, nah, we don't want to do this anymore. Let's get back to China. You know what I mean? Like. Who knows what they have? It's all politics.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah.
This podcast isn't for politics, so
we were like for our first episode, we're like, this is gonna be hard because like we're in an election, and I'm like, I want this to be like a
politic-free zone,
a place where people don't have to like. The one place where people can go and like
don't have to talk about it. Yeah.
But it's so hard not to talk about it.
I hate politics, and I live in like a happy little bubble, and I'm just like, okay, I voted, bye.
Respect.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go on TikTok for 24 hours. It's fine.
Yeah, I hear that.
I've been really addicted to like Twitter and like the doom scrolling that you can get into. It's like a loop where you're just like, I gotta stop. It's too crazy out there.
And then that TikTok video will come up that was like, oh, you've been watching videos for a while, you might as well take a break.
Yeah,
it's like, you are attacking me.
Yeah, you don't have there's none of those on Twitter.
Yeah,
there's nothing like that on Twitter. That's like, you should stop scrolling
so
now.
You just fall down the hole.
Yeah, it's a nonstop.
And you're just like, skip.
I saw a video last night of a girl, and she's like, I've been scrolling for 4 hours, and I just want to go to bed, but I can't go to bed, so the guy pops up and tells me to go to bed. She's like, I'm not a quitter. I'm just gonna, she's like, it's 4 a.m, and he still hasn't shown up.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was dying. Because it was 3:30 in the morning when I saw it, and I was like, "Yo, the guy hasn't come up for me."
Oh, that's awesome.
You're like, somebody make a TikTok right now.
All right, it's time for. That's what I should do. That's what I'm going to get off and to be like, all right, so the guy apparently has been missing, so I'm going to make one for you. It's time for you to stop scrolling. It's like,
you should have duetted. Did you duet her?
No, I think I have her. I think I have the video saved, but I thought it was the funniest shit because I was there at 3:30 in the morning. And I was doing the same exact thing, and I'm like, "Yo, where is the guy? Like, I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him either.
Where are one of the two guys that says, all right, it's time to give it a break? Like, where did he go?" So
that's funny. Yeah, next time you see that, you should duet them and be like, "I'll be that person."
Exactly.
Go to bed.
That'll be my next one. I have so many drafts in my thing. But it's like the reason why is because like I'll do like these like funny like ones, and then I'm like I should transition to something with makeup on because that way people don't think I'm a 24/7 troll. And so like all I have are like I have like 50 videos of me that are ready to go, minus the fact I have no face on, and I'm just I need to start putting makeup on and doing something with my life so I can post these videos. So it's like people need to know that I can actually clean up. So it's terrifying.
I mean, those might be the one. Like, I'd say just put them out there. Those might be the ones that get you over the hump.
Yeah. Oh my god! Oh, do I want to be known for that? That's what I saw another one where it was a girl and she was talking. She's like, "There's like a couple sides of TikTok, right? She's like, you've got like the ones that are like pretty and cute. You've got the ones that are like some sort of talent, and then it's like and then it's like you've got the ones that are like the girls that are just kind of like in between, that don't wear makeup, don't give a shit, and just bare their soul, and like they're the ones that like we know there's no coming back from this, like we are going to see all sides of ugly of us and we just have no shame. And I'm like, oh my god, that's me. Jesus, what's happening? So but I love it a lot, and it's, if anything, it's made me laugh, and it's let me meet a lot of cool people like you guys. Yeah. And it's like, and I've been able to, it's kept my mind off things, and when I've needed a laugh, it's been there for me. And so I'm thankful for it that it's happened when it did, and it's really cool. So I'm a big fan.
Awesome. Well, we thank you for coming on the podcast. This is our first guest.
Yeah.
The first All Circles podcast guest. So
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
So I really appreciate you having me.
yeah, I've been trying to experiment with like I'm gonna see if maybe we can get more because we've been talking a lot about TikTok on this podcast so far. So I'm like, it's cool to kind of involve the community and like find people out there that would be willing to come on it. So cool.
Yeah, my friend Laura, the one that I'm going to be doing the podcast with, she's in radio right now for a station in Northeast PA, and she has a TikTok and she loves TikTok. So I can always I can send her your information. Or you could send you hers, and I mean, if you want more guests, she's done a lot of podcasting. She's got a radio voice.
Oh man, that'd be great. Do you want to plug your TikTok?
TikTok, because I was very angry when I made it. It's Tears of My Enemies.
I like that.
That was the choice. I was shocked that it wasn't taken. Apparently, people aren't as angry as I am. But
I mean, it's an epic name.
like literally, like that's what I decided on. Tears of My Enemies. There's no numbers. There's no spacing. There's nothing. It's just Tears of my enemies. And I even have a mug that I drink out of that says Tears of My Enemies.
Nice. Yeah, and your profile picture you have like paint. It kind of reminded me of that was it Gautier, the somebody I used to know. It kind of reminded me
like the makeup on her face.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, I do. I'm huge on like Halloween makeup. Like I love doing it, and so and every year I end up doing like painting all my friends' faces. This year was classic Halloween, like, and it was pop art style. So we had like classic vampire, we had a classic. I was the zombie. We had a witch. We had what else was there? Like a Frankenstein, a ghost, and I did all the makeup, but it was all pop art style. So that was like my look. So I just kind of liked it. So I was like, yeah, there's my face.
Nice. But yeah, so follow Tara over on TikTok. Give her some follows. Give her some likes. And we thank you for coming on the podcast.
And my tagline is "Welcome to the shit show."
There you go. I like that. You should make merch.
Yeah, make merch.
Get on. Carter uses Teespring.
Teespring.
I love
Maybe
that.
Tears of My Enemies can also be part of that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It'll probably do well. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
A lot of mugs. I got to make a lot of mugs.
Yes.
With those,
yeah.
so.
Yes. Start it right now and get that Christmas shopping.
Heck yeah.
Crowd.
Right? Who wants a mug that says Tears to My Enemies? Let's just do it. And then the hashtag Welcome to the Shit Show on the back end.
I like it. Do it.
Me too.
Sweet.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast talking to you guys.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you.
Yeah, this is great.
Nice meeting you too. If you ever want to do a TikTok, you know who to call.
For sure.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Tara, and we'll see you in the TikTok verse.
Yes, we will. All right, I'll see you then.
All right. Well, you have a good rest of your Wednesday.
You too.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
Cool. Well, that was fun. We had our first guest.
Yeah,
look at us.
that's cool.
We're moving up in the world.
Yeah, I know. That was fun.
And so, we thank you guys for listening. That was like a minute or an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
This is our longest
Longest
podcast.
one.
I like it. So,
She had a good personality.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm excited. Like, I kind of like been following her since like that first video. I was like, I want to see, because I saw that first video and I was like, I want to see what happens to her, like with her life. And she lost the job. And so it's been cool. So we thank you guys for watching All Circles Podcast. We'll be here next week. And we thank you guys for coming and listening and enjoying. All right.
Peace.
We'll see you.